Hey guys, what is going on? So today I'm filming with my new camera, the Sony A7 Mark III. So hopefully this is better quality for you guys. Today I have a very highly anticipated smartphone, the Oukitel C17 Pro. So as you can see, we have the C17 Pro here. 9 pi, 4 gigs RAM, 64 gig internal memory, and a pretty big battery, 3900 milliamp hours, 6.35 inch display. And what's special about this phone is that it doesn't have one of those teardrop notches we've seen on so many budget phones for so long. This has the first budget punch hole display, and it says an LCD display, but so we're gonna see how that looks like. So here we have the phone. Let's put that aside as usual. And nothing. Oh, we do get a dongle, a USB-C cable, nice, and a charging brick, which feels decent, and a SIM ejector tool. All right, let's open this up. And we do have one of these cases that I like. And as you can see, I ordered the black version. That does feel like plastic. And we flip it over. And here we have the phone itself. And we have the punch hole display here. The phone feels sort of cheap, but we have the triple camera setup, which looks real. And let's see if the back is removable. Okay, the back is not removable, so let's try and power it up. Alright, so here we have the phone. The punch hole is right over here. It is pretty big, but that is to be expected because this is an LCD. They do require some extra space. So we have our punch hole here. The chin is still there. It's pretty big, but not as big as we've seen on other devices. Okay, so I'm gonna set this up and get back to you. Now the phone already comes with a wallpaper that acknowledges that punch hole. So as you can see, we got a pretty cool one over here, like some angel, I guess, reaching up for it, like the hole is heaven or something like that. I don't know. But I did install KnifeIt, and I'm installing PUBG because I do want to test out this new chip. I mean, it's not that new, but it's still pretty new that I still want to test it out. So if we swipe all the way left, we do get Google Home with news and all that stuff. And I think you can disable it if you just hold here. Okay, maybe not. So we're just going to leave it like that. All right, let's go to KnifeIt and see how that performs. First time launching the game, and it does block out this whole section just because of the hole, which I'm not a big fan of. Just show the hole. If we're gonna have a hole, at least show it in games like this, where it doesn't even matter that much. And and as expected, the game runs very smooth. No, not a single bit of lag. So for light games, this is obviously gonna work very well. And this phone is going to be very snappy with that 4 gigs of RAM and that decent chip that it comes with. And not to mention, I did set animation speeds to 0.5, which I recommend you do on these phones, which is over here in developer options. Here you go, 0.5, all of it. And as you can see, this is sort of the skin they put on top of it, eye protection. So all those nice features. So as you can see, we are running Android 9 Pie with the August 5th security patch. And something else that's interesting, we see the resolution and it's not full HD. And for the price we're paying, this phone retails for about $140. And for that price, I do expect full HD, so I'm pretty disappointed that they only give us a 720p display. Now, I'm not saying it looks bad. This display looks pretty good actually, but the resolution matters. So let's see how the speakers are though. Alright, so we did get that. Okay, so I think I've heard enough of that, and my verdict is the speaker is below average, because the volume is there. It does get pretty loud, no distortion, which is important, but the overall quality just sounds tinny and just not. I expected a tiny bit better for the price, but I'm not entirely disappointed. So the speaker is below average, but it's not terrible. Like if you're paying this amount for a phone, $140, then you can't really complain. Another thing I'm really excited to see is the camera. So let's find the camera. There it is. Alright, I think one of these is a wide angle, so I'm gonna figure that out later. For now, let's take our first selfie and let's go outside. Okay, this is the rear-facing camera on the Oukitel C17 Pro, and video looks like a lot of other phones we've seen. This is full HD. There are some parts where it's overexposed. The color doesn't look right, but other than that, I'm guessing the sound quality isn't good either. But I mean, it's not for someone who's gonna want to get, not for someone who wants to take video, that's for sure. And as you can see, I'm trying to tap on this flower to focus on it, and it's having a hard time. And the autofocus isn't good in general if you want to get close-ups. If you want to take a picture of a flower and that's close up, it's gonna get the job done, but you gotta manually tap on that flower. It's not gonna do it for you. Alright, this is front-facing video on the Oukitel C17 Pro. This is also full HD. This looks actually better in first impressions. You guys be the judge, because I can't really tell you right now by looking at the phone, but the video quality on the front camera actually looks better. I mean, it seems better. I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, then that is pretty embarrassing. Okay, rookie. And it has been set to medium, which is pretty good actually. Let's go ahead and accept that. Alright, here we go. Alright, this is medium settings, so I don't think that's too bad. Alright, the frame rate isn't the best, it's lagging a bit, but I'd say, like, I'm just gonna exit this game. If you really want to play PUBG on this phone, then it is possible, like 100%. You just gotta put it on low settings, turn everything down, and it should run fine. I don't know if it'll still lag a bit, but you saw how it runs on medium, so you be the judge. So we're gonna move on to Geekbench 5. Alright, so this is our score. Not the highest, but I mean, I guess it's pretty decent. That 948 multi-score for sure. It shouldn't really matter because this phone is not for games. It's gonna be for daily uses like apps, videos, all that stuff. And it does perform quite well. It doesn't lag. You have plenty of internal storage, 64 gigs. So should you get this phone, yes, it is a good choice. I think you'll be happy with it overall. Just one problem, there's the price. I think it's a tiny bit overpriced. If you can find a good deal like I did, which was about around $120, then that's a good deal. But $150, I think that's a bit too much. But if for you it's fine, then go for it. I don't think the people that are used to these kinds of phones are gonna hate it. Even I'm liking it. I just wish it wasn't made entirely out of plastic, because even new Medici is making glass phones now for cheaper than this, so So Oukitel needs to step up their game. But for now, this is their best, and I'll say it's good, it's decent. So thank you so much for watching. If you need support of any kind, you can join my Discord server or my WhatsApp group. They will be in the description. If you want to see more reviews, then subscribe. And that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.